If you read to your children now, they are more likely to enjoy books as they learn and grow. It will help them develop their language skills and a taste for learning. To help inspire your children to read, the Balancing Act has teamed up with the Children's Book Council to highlight some special authors and some fantastic books. This morning, we'd like to welcome prolific children's author Josephine Nabiso to our show. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Beth. I'm so happy to be here.
Now, I loved it when we first found out about this. You sent me just a stack of books, and I got to read all of them, and I was thrilled to have them. And one of my favorites that we're going to talk about this morning, Hot Cha Cha.
Ah, good. One of my favorites, too.
I love the title. It seems when you first start reading it like it's a whimsical children's game, but you're really trying to inspire children to write, correct?
Precisely. The book actually tackles some of the usual skills that children are getting in school when they're taught to learn writing skills. Things like the 5 W's and how, who that will give character, when that will give time, where that will give setting. And then it goes through some of the devices like alliteration that deals with consonants, and assonance that deals with vowels. And actually, to make it easier, Maria, my daughter, who is the art director at Gingerbread House, has interviewed me, and we've done a whole essay on appreciating or writing poetry.
Well, that was actually my next question, because it was the thing that I noticed, that you had writing instructions in the sleeve of the book. So you really are passionate about making sure that people know how to formulate sentences and things now, which is so rare now that people are text messaging and sending shortened versions of words.
Oh, precisely. I think that the more vocabulary children have at their disposal, the more precisely they can express who they are, what they dream and what they think, what they believe, and the more they will feel competent when they grow up, because they'll have a sense that they can dig deep and touch the center of themselves and show that to the world in some way, just through words.
And that's so wonderful. Learn how to articulate themselves.
Exactly.
Now, you mentioned just a few minutes ago, you talked about the Gingerbread House. Now, this was an organization that you founded in 1999, correct? Tell me about this organization.
Well, I was published by most of the major houses in the United States, and felt that I wanted to bring back into print some books that had gone out of print with Simon & Schuster. I was homeschooling my daughter at the time, and I thought, well, this will be a great little project. Much of the work is already done, the layout is done, the book is already there. All we need to do is distribute the book. So I thought this would be a great project, a great lesson, an object lesson in business. So we began by bringing back into print 3 books that were out of print, and had more success with those 3 in the first 11 months than their combined. There had been 2 other publishers before.
What a wonderful thing you're doing.
Thank you.
With all of the books that you have written, what has inspired you to write some of these stories? What brings you inspiration?
My inspiration comes from anywhere that, the same places that children's inspiration comes from. For instance, the things that happen in my life, things that they overhear, things that they'll read. So really, the inspiration is not something magical. It really just comes, something will grab my attention, and
feel it.
And I feel it, and I say, this is something I'm interested in, and something I think other people will be interested in, and so I'll go with it and run with it.
Oh, that's so great. Now, I know there are a lot of moms who are watching this morning. Maybe they're even watching with their kids. What do you want to tell moms? What do you want to tell parents about the importance of books in their children's lives?
I can't even express how important they are. There's so many levels. For moms and children together, for instance, they're a way to bond. They're a way to set a tone. Books can be dialogue starters for difficult subjects, or just a comfort time, especially the moms who are missing their children at school, who have gone to school, or, for instance, moms who nursed for many years. This is a way of reconnecting with the children, and also you can even if you're just reading with a child whom you've never met before, a child who is your child's play date, for instance, you can really expand a child's world from reading books and finding the subtext in them and expanding on it. So for me, I think you plumb the depths when you go into children's books.
Well, you have just been a remarkable guest here on the show. Thank you so much, and such an inspiration to young people. I certainly appreciate what you're doing. I know moms out there do too.
Thank you, Beth. I appreciate being here.
Yeah, thank you for being here. Now, for writing tips for your children and to learn more about the Gingerbread House, just visit gingerbreadbooks.com. And to learn more about getting your child to love books or to find some great reading lists, you can check out the Children's Book Council website at cbcbooks.org. And be sure to tune in tomorrow as we continue with our children's book series with author Carol Carol Nevius, so be sure to tune in.